A 6-foot man and a dog the size of an Adidas sneaker. One of their lives was about to change forever, but neither of them knew whose life would be completely transformed. My name is Will. 4 years ago, I spent months doing research online. I browsed listings. I wanted to adopt an animal, but I had never once thought that animal could be a dog. 3 months later, I met people who had adopted and then abandoned dogs. I was curious why. Why would someone abandon their closest friend? I felt like I was searching for something without knowing what I was looking for or what I was looking at. That was the moment Basil appeared in my life. We were about to take the first steps of our life on a boat. I thought the woman who had owned Basil wasn't able to give him the love he needed. She may have been a well-meaning woman, but she fell short. Basil is a Chihuahua. I knew that when I went to meet him. But when I walked through that door for the first time, I wasn't expecting anything like this. His size genuinely surprised me. He was truly incredibly small. He weighed exactly 7.7 pounds. I'd say he was the size of an Adidas sneaker, and I am a 6-foot man. The moment I crouched down toward Basil, his body started trembling with excitement. He was wagging his tail like a helicopter. His eyes were wide open. He was acting as if he had encountered the most wonderful thing in his life. He jumped straight at me. He started biting my face and nose. The moment I stood up, I made my decision. I said out loud, "I need to take this dog home right now." The first 3 days, I was quite anxious. There was a deafening silence inside the house. I lay down on the floor next to him. I wanted him to move around. I left the toys and blankets I had bought for him on the floor. On day 4, when I came home from work, what I encountered shocked me. He was lying on his back on the floor. His paws were in the air and his tongue was hanging out of his mouth. That was the moment the transformation began. From that moment on, he never left my side, just like an ex. He was literally like my shadow. While I am working on the couch, he suddenly leaps toward my face. He never leaves until I finish my work. He acts as if he is sending me a message. There is something nobody tells you about Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas may be small, but they have the growl of a large animal. They act just like lions. When we go outside, everyone makes fun of me. Does such a small dog really suit a big guy like you? Honestly, I never imagined something like this for myself. I wanted to adopt a Mastiff, but we fell in love with each other. About 2 years ago, I bought a narrow boat. That was the moment I realized things were going to get a little complicated. A 9-pound dog and I were anxious on a narrow boat. The moment Basil stepped onto the boat, he sniffed around. He picked out his own spot. Now as we move along the canal, he sleeps up top in the sun. Completely unbothered, strangers walking along the bank point and whisper, "Look at that tiny dog." He doesn't even open his eyes. He couldn't care less about anyone. Together we built this strange, quiet, and funny little life. Me and this dog who fits in my jacket pocket but somehow fills the entire room. I never thought he would change so much. But if you have ever been chosen by a small thing that chose you, you already know what I mean. I am curious about your thoughts on our story. Would you share them with me?